And I don't hear the music.
I don't either.
It's playing. Stop.
Netflix is coming out with a Trailer Park Boys animated series. I mean, those are words I never thought I'd say in the same, sentence.
Why can we not hear music? Oh, I know why. Maybe because of that? Nope, still nothing. And we're live, by the way. Just so you know, we're live.
The Legend of Cocaine Island, a Netflix original.
Oh my god, my brain has stopped. What am I doing? Why doesn't the music play? Oh, what? Because the audio is going through my damn mic. That's why. Okay. Now, hitting the music in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to episode 335 of the Geeks for the Win podcast, the tech and gaming podcast from thegeeksforthewin.com, where we cover all things geeky. I'm your host, William McDonald, and I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror.
Alrighty, looks like we got a lot of news to talk about.
Sure, yeah, news.
But before we get into that, I guess, what have you been up to, Stuart?
Well, I've been up to playing some Crackdown 3.
I saw you on that, and I'm like, oh, okay, wow.
Because it came out and I had Game Pass, so why not? And that's how you should play it if you have Game Pass. Because don't buy this game. Don't spend the $60 that they want you to pay for this game. Don't do it. It's worth about half that.
I wonder how many people are actually going to why would you? Just get Game Pass.
Game Pass, it's $10, and then you can play it for an afternoon, and then that's it. You're done.
Well, they've had a deal going on the past week or so, and I signed up for it. You pay $2 and you get $2 for a month, and then they give you a second month for free. So it's $2 for 2 months.
There you go.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I'm on board. I've got the Game Pass for 2 months. Awesome.
How long was Crackdown 3 in development?
They announced it in 2014?
2014. 5 years.
So that's when they announced it.
The only thing I can think of is this game has been scrapped at least 3 times, and this is what they came out with at the last minute. Because that's the only thing that makes sense on why this took them over 5 years to come out with this.
But the power of the cloud.
It doesn't do a damn thing. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, that whole thing that they, that first bullet point, that selling point that they did, that's in competitive multiplayer only.
See, this is the power of the cloud is was just a beta for them, or
No, I think this was we couldn't figure out the tech and we promised it, so we've got to come up with a bullshit mode that's awful but has the destructible environment that we promised.
And the
Because
weird thing
we
is
sure can't put it in the single player game.
it's not even like you open the game and you select a mode. They're two different like games. Two different downloads.
And I did not download the second one because it was in the download queue and I said nope.
See, I've been looking forward to Crackdown just because it's like more Crackdown. You know, I didn't really have an expectation.
Well, good. That's what you get. You get more Crackdown, and nothing has improved.
I didn't have an expectation of like Game of the Year or anything close to that. But I
expected more. I did expect more because it was. This was definitely your type of game. The type of game where you can half pay attention to while you watch something else.
Well,
that's exactly what this game is made for. It's exactly what I did.
Well, no, my type of game is fun, crazy, doing stuff with other people.
Oh, you can still do that. There's still a co-op mode.
There's like nobody playing this game though. That's the thing.
Because
came out.
Well, yeah, Apex Legends came out, and nobody plays this past the time that they need to, which is about.
I would love to play through
8 hours,
co-op, but there's like no one who would do that. So
I'll do it. You know, I've got an almost max level character. We can rush through this damn thing. I've got almost max level Terry Crews. Just do it.
Oh, you got Big Terry.
I got Big Terry. Yeah, because honestly, why would you play as anybody else?
I don't know. Like they were like I was watching the Rooster Teeth's like Game Time, whatever, where they had one of the guys and he was talking about, oh, there's 21 characters. Terry Crews was the 21st character, the last one we added, and blah blah. And it's like, why would you choose anyone but like? No, it's Terry Crews. Well,
he wasn't. He was only in marketing at first, and then he has to be in the game. And that. Like, yeah, sure, but yeah, you know, why would you be? Like Terry Crews is all up in this though. Like the opening cut scene is him coming out as the leader of the agents, being Terry Crews. Like he's, we're gonna kick ass and chew bubble gum and did all the Terry Crews stuff, and then he blew up. And
I love Terry Crews, he's so good.
And like there's these towers throughout the game. That's basically the I wouldn't even call them like, there's these like 12 towers throughout the game that you can that's where you test out your agility stuff. You climb up the towers and change the propaganda that's spewing from it into Terry Crews yelling about football. But I don't know. I guess I expected a little bit more than 8 missions. 8 different missions that it was just, and see 8 missions and see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 bosses that only 4 of them are not shoot the boss really hard.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely kind of a disappointment.
Like the boss fights are basically this: take the rocket launcher and shoot them a bunch.
And I heard one is like you just turn a bunch of valves and.
I don't know what mission he was talking about, but no, that I don't remember that. That could have been because I did it a bunch of times.
Gotcha. But I don't know. It's kind of disappointing because you're like, oh, Crackdown, oh, Terry, and then you got the Terra Crews promotion stuff, which kind of got you more excited about it. At least that's for me.
We did for
Terra
you,
Crews
not for
stuff.
me. Terry Crews was not going to fool me to what this game was.
Well,
and even then, I expect a little bit more.
At the beginning of the Terra Crews stuff, I got excited, but then we started to see delays and started to hear more about the game, and then it was like, okay, well,
I think those delays were, oh shit, we got to go back to the drawing board because we can't get this destructible environment to work like we promised.
It's not like games haven't had this before. What was the
Yeah, there was that
Red Faction Guerrillas.
Right? Well, I mean, all of Red Faction games from like back in like the PS2 era. You could just, hey, I've got to get on the other side of this wall, but I've got a rocket launcher. I'm going to shoot this wall and get through the wall that way. That was in the PS2.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
I don't know what this was.
Maybe it was a test to see how much they could rely on the cloud for Xbox's new Xbox, because that's a rumor.
What was the cloud doing? I don't know what the cloud was doing that the Xbox couldn't do itself. Because it wasn't doing. There was
extra
nothing.
Processing. I don't know. It's.
I honestly I think that they scrapped the cloud shit. They scrapped it. It didn't have anything to do with the cloud. They couldn't get it to work, and this is what we got instead. That's why I think this was a last minute thing. This was they had to rebuild the game at the last minute because they couldn't get it to work.
Yeah, it's definitely disappointing.
Because that's exactly what it feels like happened.
I remember I never played the first Crackdown, but playing through Crackdown 2 with a couple people was fun. It was just like, it was just mindless, goofing around, having fun, collecting orbs, shooting people, doing, and it's like, just didn't really care too much about the game. The game was just a method, to hang out with people.
Yeah, that's kind of how all of the Crackdowns have been. The story in these games are not really that good, except for one. One ended with a pretty cool twist that 2 ignored, and 3 also ignores. And this one, I'm gonna spoil kind of the end of the game somewhat. This one ends with a teaser for Crackdown 4.
Which they're never gonna make.
Which probably will never make. Which, for what they tease, like, where was that game? Like, because it was kind of building up to this moment. Okay, I'm going to spoil it completely right now because who the fuck cares about this damn story? Of the game starts. You're in a ship of a bunch of agents, 21, I guess, and. Okay, the main story is the entire world has lost power. There is, a big old EMP went off everywhere. And only this one island is the saving grace. It still has power for some unknown reason. It's not like they created the power outage or anything. So the agents are coming in to investigate. They get shot down. And because of the whole, agency technology, and they can reclone you basically from your DNA, that's how you're brought back as whoever and can change into whoever, mid-game. It kind of builds this. I kind of, as you're going throughout the game, you get these hints like, oh, the bad guys have agents' DNA. They could clone and create evil agents. But then nothing happens.
kind of like generic 80s sci-fi movie plot.
Kind of, but I'm
at
like,
the end,
that
you're
would be
facing
better.
an
Like,
evil Terry Crews, right?
yes, exactly. That's exactly what I expected.
Yeah.
To face an evil Terry Crews at the end, and it didn't happen. Instead, I'm not going to say after credits because it happened before the credits. You hear this voice that you never identify who it is, and this close up of a tank with an arm in it, and it does a thumbs up at the end. Like, where was that game? Because you were obviously making evil agents. That would have been a lot cooler than the fights I just fought. To fight another agent that can do the things you can do, jump around the city and all that, that'd be all right. I'd be okay with that, but no.
Seems like you were expecting too much.
And I wasn't expecting anything. Like, I was not expecting a 15-year-old game, and that's kind of what I got. I was at least expecting something modern. But, like I said, if you have Game Pass, go ahead and play it. It's Crackdown. You're playing Crackdown. You're jumping around collecting orbs. You don't have to chase after any of them.
They put too many orbs, I think, in the game.
1,000. 750 agility orbs and 250 hidden orbs. That's what I never got half of them. And like max level of each ability is like 6. I hit 5 on everything except driving. Because who the fuck drives in these games?
Yeah,
I reached level 2.
What? Like 300, around 300 in Crackdown 2, I think.
In Crackdown 1, there was 300. I don't know about 2, but I remember in Crackdown 1, there was 300. But, yeah.
500 agility orbs. Okay, 300 hidden orbs. So, yeah. Yes, I don't know. I got all the agility orbs in Crackdown 2, I think. The hidden ones, I was like, fuck that.
Yeah. And I basically unlocked almost everything in the game, in 8 hours that I played. Like, I got all of the weapons. I got all but maybe 4 agents. And like I said, I didn't max out any of my abilities because I set out like one level to go on everything except driving. But yeah, even though I wasn't really expecting anything, I was expecting more than I got. Especially since they've been hyping this thing for years.
Well, they were hyping. It's like they hyped it, and then the Terry Crews stuff happened, and that was kind of the maximum of the hype. And then they kind of slowly stopped talking about it, and then occasionally was, "Hey, remember Crackdown? Hey, remember Crackdown?" Months later, yeah, Crackdown. Months later, Crackdown.
Yeah,
so like,
it was kind of as they was like, "Oh shit, we can't do what we promised, so let's dial the marketing back a bit."
Yeah. So that's.
But yeah, we should totally play co-op this weekend or something.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've got a max level character, so I can just clear you out through everything.
See, we should, but we'll probably end up playing Apex Legends. We're gonna be honest.
Possible.
Because this game is just, so Tuesday happened. I did 3 story missions in Destiny because each character you get one chance to get this one item. I didn't get that stuff, so I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm done with Destiny for the week. Apex Legends. I like how you switched over to Destiny when I was literally just saying like,
Well, it was there.
yeah.
There was your Destiny talk on to Apex.
There was the Destiny. Fuck Destiny's RNG bullshit. There we go. Speaking of RNG no, I'm kidding. Apex does have RNG with the loot boxes. I have yet to get really anything great for the character that I play the most.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, like, there's like the game is fun, but like none of the skins, like the weapon skins or character skins, are really like, oh, I've got to have that skin. Like, they're all like, it'd be nice, you know, but I'm not gonna buy it. I know I have no inkling to buy it, or
it'd be nice to get more crafting materials too for in like the.
It'd be nice if you actually get stuff. You know, loot boxes after level 20. Because boy do those slow down. Yeah, boy do those slow down a lot.
Apparently, once you get to 100, it's like that's it.
Yeah, you're done.
Which it's like that doesn't seem wise. It seems like you should always like I think every level you should be able to get a loot box.
Yes. I also think you should get a loot box every time you win.
See, I don't know.
I think the loot boxes should keep coming. You know, because yeah, you can because otherwise, the only way you can get every skin in the game is to buy it. That's it. It's the only way you can get every skin in the game. I think there's, you know,
that's always been...
yes, you could buy it, but you could also grind a bunch for it. With the way it's set up now, no. And I bet you it's not up to Respawn to set that. I bet it's all EA.
See, I'm worried about, like, you know, because I'm at like 52, I think. I'm kind of worried.
You're a lot higher than me, but you also have better teammates than I do.
I guess. I mean, I play a lot with randoms mostly. So
I bet I bet you, from what I hear from you and my sister, the teammates on console are way better than teammates on PC.
I was talking to you about a game, my best game I had, and my teammates were kind of garbage.
Your team... This keeps... I've said this, I've complained about this before, but it keeps fucking happening. That's why I'm still only level fucking 20, even after all the games I've played. Because after every game I get a little on the bar. Because I only last maybe, 2 minutes. Because, let's land in a highly contested area, but let's land last. Every fucking time.
That happens a lot, yeah.
Every time? Because it does on PC.
It happens a lot, or my personal favorite. Oh, this person is a jump master. Okay. Countdown.
Are they ever going to jump?
4, 3, 2, 1. Relinquish to you. Why couldn't you relinquish it to me, like, during the countdown? When maybe I had time to, like, decide, okay.
Or, here's my favorite. Not even jumping at all. Leaving me and the other guy to jump solo, and the other guy falls straight down and then complains in chat, well, we need to stay together. Seriously? No, this is a fucked game already. We've lost already because of you.
what's frustrating is I think this happened at least a couple times I can remember in the past week. We're doing fine. No one's attacking us. We're gathering loot. All of a sudden, one player just leaves. I think I got to second place with that happening once.
Internet could go out on that. So
No, the dude the one time the dude threw all of his loot on the ground and then left.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So yeah, that's
not
the issue there.
Mom's calling me. I gotta go. So
that's what Fadios. I tweeted about it, and Fadios was like, "Oh, either his mom or wife came home, and he wasn't."
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, someone just got in trouble, so just I gotta go. Here's all my shit. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
I got second, which I think is impressive as hell. Getting second with 2 people, pretty much at the start of the game. And then I can't remember the other couple. I think it was happened to me total of 3 times, but that just gets frustrating when someone leaves and it's just like, or if it loads you in to only 2 people load in to the character select screen. There should be a way to back out from that.
Desperately needs a report system for racist players. Because boy, do I come across that a lot. Or
racism on the internet with gamers.
Oh yeah. I'll imagine that. Let me. Okay, with the guy. Okay, one of the guys easily tell English is not his first language. Probably Hindu. And I'm down. I can't tell where it's where that trench is. Right out. Can't think of locations, but that concrete trench.
It's hard to describe locations in this game. It is.
Well, they got names, and I can't think of the names. Anyway, Indian dude is down in the trench getting shot, and he's saying, "On me, on me, on me." The other guy on our team he's just yelling, "Shut up, shut up, shut up! Where is he? Where is he?" I'm like, "Asshole, he said on him in the trench." Okay.
Now, is he
like you fucker? Like and even before that, like that guy was hurt, and the Indian guy was trying to heal him because he was lifeline, so he kept yelling his name. Wait, whatever his name was. And dude just ran off yelling, "Shut up."
Hey, wow. That's...
Like I said, I want to report that fucker. And also it needs an accommodation system like Overwatch has. Desperately needs a accommodation system. For good teammate, good communication, that kind of stuff. Desperately needs it.
And I also mentioned getting loot boxes for winning. That's kind of been an issue with all battle royale games. Is there's no real reward for winning.
Yeah.
It's... Anyways. There's no real reward. My dog just grabbed something. I don't know what it was. It's nothing. It's a piece of plastic, whatever. Anyways, there's just no real rewards for winning, not
yeah.
Except for a little more XP towards a battle pass or leveling up for a loot box. But once you get to level 100,
that's it.
What's there gonna be? I know some people are hopefully with the first battle pass they'll raise the level cap up 50, but then it's like Well,
I
look at
can
me. I'm
almost
already
bet you
at
it's going to be a
50.
whole new level system. I
Yeah, it's
bet
like
you it's a whole going to be a whole new leveling bar, and yeah, you can get packs from that. I
see
can
with
bet you.
if I remember correctly with Fortnite, you have your battle pass levels, like for each season, new battle pass, you have those
Mm-hmm.
levels, but then you have an all around level
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
stays throughout the whole entire, and you're able to see like what your level, like my battle pass level is 50 this season, but my overall level is 223 or something like that. So I mean,
Yeah.
they have a real opportunity here to separate themselves and to, they've already made a lot of quality of life improvements to the battle royale genre.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a real
Yes.
opportunity to improve on that.
Yes.
Like they
Then
need to make this they need to knock it out of the park with this battle pass. They've
will
already
know.
released a new weapon.
Yeah, which I haven't had a chance to use yet. And I know you can go into the training mode and test it out there, but I haven't done that yet.
It's it's the
It
havoc.
doesn't. It's an energy assault rifle, and I'm like, eh.
And yeah, it does. It does. It feels like, it feels like an assault rifle version of the devotion.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like, and you can pick up um a um a selector, uh, a shot selector to use instead of rapid fire to go down to one bullet, but uses five. Sorry, uh, ammo per
Yeah,
shot, so it becomes like almost like a sniper.
you could use the select fire, or you can get a turbocharger for it.
Turbocharger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of interesting, but I don't know. I picked it up and I started shooting, and I'm like, oh, okay, this takes some time to load, just like the devotion. Okay, I didn't expect that, or I don't know why I didn't expect that. I just didn't expect that. You know, I expected it to be, oh, it's an assault rifle, so it's not going to be like a, you know, machine gun where you have to wait for it to rev up.
Yeah, but and like I said, I haven't used that. I haven't come across it yet because I didn't play it much yet yesterday. Um, but it seems like the spread is huge.
It's pretty huge, yeah.
Like even in in their promotional video, I'm like, this is almost like a shotgun. How large that spread is. So
Yeah. Was it? I've got was it? Did this happen yesterday? I think this happened. Yeah, this happened yesterday. My like best game I've had. I think I ended with 9 kills, 1,303 damage, 4 players revived, and 1 respawned. And it started out with me and this team of randoms. They both had 0 kills. They both ended with 0 kills and around like
whoopsie.
200 something damage each. One almost had 300, but um I can't remember where we landed, but we landed somewhere and we started to get attacked by a team. I take out the whole entire team. We go to another area, get attacked. I take out the entire team again. And I'm like, holy shit, I took out 2 teams. I have 6 kills. What is going on? We're definitely not winning this match. What is it? One of the dudes dies, so I pick up his banner. revive him, and we're like making our way through like one of the final circles. Was it? We see where one team is. They're shooting at us. I through my smoke to try to cover us, and I'm like, guys, let's go over here. This is towards the circle, away from those guys who aren't at the circle, and they're shooting at us, and there's no real cover where we're at right here. And it's like, no, we're not doing like there was no like talking besides the ping systems. So,
Right.
but they were pretty much just ignoring me. I'm like, okay, I'm going over here. I'm going over here. One of them dies, and it's like, well, okay, you're dead because there's no more respawns because we're that close. You know, there's no more respawn areas. We're the last there's 3 squads left. Um, get over to this next circle area, which it's like so small. Um, I'm behind. I think it was in the swamp area,
Okay.
like the left side of it, towards like close
L-
towards like
left facing which
the
way?
facing the edge of the world.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so the south, because I think the swamp's on the east, so be south.
yeah. Well, like
No,
the
left would be north. Sorry, no,
north. Yeah, I was like,
north.
no. I was trying to think like that doesn't sound
L
right.
L L equals left.
Okay, but what was it? I get like underneath one of the like you know like the buildings. They're on platforms and stuff, like they're like elevated up, and they're on like those platforms, and there's like the under that you can go under the building.
Okay, yeah, I know.
There's
Yes.
there's like some cover sometimes. On I was in one of those spots where there was like cover, and one of the dudes gets shot like real close, and I'm like, oh fine, I'm gonna revived him, and then run at like 5 6 feet, less than 10 feet away into cover. He gets downed again, and I'm like, okay, they're obviously shooting where you're at. Crawl to me. Crawl to me. I can almost reach you. Crawl. He doesn't do anything. And then I'm like, fine. And I run over. I'm going to get shot, but I'm going to, there's 2 other squads left. I want a teammate. So I go to him. And by the time I get to him, you know, so I guess he was really low on health. I don't know. Um, you get down twice in a row, do you have less health when you're downed?
No, I don't think so. See, from
Okay.
experience, I don't know. You don't.
Okay, I don't know. Then maybe he was getting shot at more, but he was like not moving, and I'm like, dude, don't you need to come over here?
That
I'm
would
only
do
like
it.
5 feet away.
That would
I'm
cause you
like,
to have less health, not moving.
yeah, I'm like, I'm 5 feet away. Come here, like, let me heal you.
I'll shoot you myself if you don't come over
When the
here.
yeah, well then I'm like, okay, he's dead. Let's see what he has real quick. Okay, you know, um, was it? Then I heal up. Then the circle's about to get down to like the last circle, And I have this like this last part like that I'm describing now. I have it clipped. I wish I had some of the other stuff clipped, but um, I'm getting down to the last like there's you know 3 squads left still. I'm the last one on my squad, so I'm kind of like, oh crap. The circle's coming in. Okay, I hear someone shooting, so I go, I run, I see this dude open the door of this house, and then kind of walk, and I'm like, oh crap, oh there he is, and then I start shooting him and kill him, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I'm low health, I need to run into the circle behind this tree, and then and then I'm like, okay, good, I have a phoenix, good. I use it. And then the last guy died in the circle.
Nice.
So it's kind of you would say oh well you won because the last guy died. Well, I had 9 kills before that though, so
It's one of these 10 clips you have of Apex Legends. I don't know which one it is.
it should be the latest clip I have.
Oh, the latest one. Okay.
I think if you're watching the VOD on Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, whatever, I think Stuart's about to play it. No, that's not it.
That's not it?
No. I have another one.
Okay.
I guess I have another one. It's
this one here. Where it looks like you're holding a prowler. This one's clearly a drop. Xboxclips.com.
I didn't know that was a site. I know there's Xbox DVR.
This was today?
No, this was yesterday. I'm like under a building, and there's like a
not this one.
There's like a
this one.
Person's
it's gotta be this
right
one
in front of me.
It's gotta be this one here.
No, that's not it either.
You're under a building, dead person box in front of you.
That's like a bridge. One of those bridges in those areas. Let me find it.
This is not it either. I know this is making great podcasting.
You just hold on. Yeah. William.
That was recorded a couple days ago. Try this one that I've been avoiding on clicking. Nope. Are you sure you clipped it?
I know I did. Wonder if it uploaded. Maybe it didn't upload.
That could be why I'm not seeing it. Because the other two that aren't from today were from Sunday. So
yeah,
probably
this
just
was yesterday.
It probably just did not upload. Anyway.
Yeah. Thought it uploaded. Oh well. Yeah. But it was a crazy game, you know. And it was with randoms, and like I said, it started out with me killing a whole team and then end up having to kill another team, and I really wish I had that. I really wish I would have recorded that. And of course I wasn't streaming, so.
Of course.
Of course.
Anyway, I finally played on the console. I finally launched up the console version, and I teamed up with you and my sister, and we played a bunch of games. And I did a whole lot better on console than I do on PC, and that infuriates me. That I did better on the platform I chose not to play on. That I didn't. So that all my my progress isn't on. I actually spent a little bit of money on. I did better on another platform, and that makes me a little upset.
Yeah.
And in fact, I did better with a weapon that you and I both agree is absolute garbage.
It's weird. I just sorry but it's I just like went to recent clips, looked at it, sent you a message on Xbox, and then refreshed this site, and it's on like the clips on there. I'm like, I guess it was 99% uploaded, but
Okay, let's try
the
this again.
Xbox thing is weird. It doesn't it's very weird how it uploads. Like if you're playing a game, it will upload very slowly or won't upload at all sometimes. Yeah, see, and you can see like that's where the dude was, and you see where the like there's an opening right there
Yeah.
on the left that I would want him to crawl to me right there, so I wasn't standing right in that opening getting shot. That's all I wanted him to do. You hear the shots. They see. Oh, there's dude. Oh crap. Oh, shotgun. Shotgun. Got him. Oh shit. Run. Phoenix. Now I'm ready for battle. I'm ready. Oh, okay. I won. Okay.
All right.
And it's like, yeah, that's kind of people. You would say that's kind of a BS way to win, but I had 9 kills before then, so it's not like it's a pacifism win. Do you see the Reddit or do you see the Reddit post or the Reddit video of the guy who like the Wraith who made a portal like around that area that I was in and like ended
And
up
chuck 2 guys off of it.
he accidentally like almost fell off the map when he was doing the portal and then you know yeah
It
like he
didn't
did it on
sound like it was
accident.
accident. It didn't sound like it was an accident because he kept saying, "Go on, go through, go through, go through." All right, 2 of them fell. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think he wanted them to afterwards, yeah, but I think like he didn't mean to fall on the edge like that. I don't know, but
Maybe, I
it
don't know,
was
but yeah.
crazy. It was crazy. Like,
Well, okay. Did you on Reddit there was a pacifist player that won?
oh, I haven't seen that yet. I saw the post, but I haven't watched it yet.
Basically, they had a bunch of health packs, and the circle was non-existent forever, like a really long time. Like the other person must have had a lot of health packs too.
Oh, that's how I won my PUBG. Was me and the other team was underground. I was above
Oh
ground.
yes,
It
yes,
got
I
to
remember
no
that.
circle, and I started healing.
Yes.
Granted, I got a bunch of kills before then, but so it wasn't a complete pacifism thing. But yeah,
Yeah,
but
and this
I don't
person
know.
was also lifeline, so deploying the health drone while also healing. So yeah, that'd
Oh yeah,
totally be the way
that'll
to
help.
do it.
That would help.
Like it's also like a 3-minute clip, and they're in the outside of the zone almost the entire time.
Do you take damage if you're in a bubble? If you're in the bubble from the
Yeah, I
storm?
believe so. I believe so.
Because I know if you're Wraith and you use her like you know GTFO, like
Yeah,
warp,
the ghost walk.
you don't
Yeah,
take damage. Yeah, you don't take
right.
damage
Yes,
from it.
yes.
So I wonder if you could do that at the very, very end, like just run around in the ghost walk thing, or
Maybe that could be the way, but that
yeah.
ghost walk doesn't last long though.
But the final circle, like, it doesn't take long,
No.
or if there is no circle, I should say.
Yeah. But like I said, that person I was outside of the zone for almost three minutes.
Oh, okay, he was outside the zone. Okay, wow.
Yeah, for almost
Yeah,
3 minutes. So yeah. They had to have been lifeline. Lifeline was the only way to survive that.
that'd be interesting to try to do that.
What I want to try at some point is the Nessie Easter egg, but that'd be so hard to pull off.
I watched Achievement Hunter do it, and I'm
I
fine with
watched
that.
it today. I'm like,
I
oh,
was fine with
that'd be
just
so
watching it.
hard. That'd be so hard to do. And you almost couldn't even make it out in the video because it was outside the zone, so it was just a shape.
Yeah,
Which is,
I was fine just watching them do it.
Nessie style. But going back to me playing on console, I found out that I was better on console with a certain weapon that you and I both think is garbage. I'm better at it with console than I am on PC because I got like 3 kills immediately with that weapon. I even have a news article kind of somewhat talking about this weapon. The Mozambique.
It is garbage. It is.
It is. And there was a Reddit post, and I even read this Reddit post, so saying, asking developers, are you going to buff this weapon or change this weapon in any way? And their reply was basically, we're just going to sit back and enjoy the memes. But here's a tip. If you aim down sights, that closes in the radius. Like, that's bullshit, because the gun still sucks.
Yeah, there was, what was it? There people have been like mocking up their own stuff, like, oh, they should add dual wielding Mozambiques to make it better.
I 100% there should be, because like I think I saw the same thing you did. It was like a pickup. It was an attachment or something for a Kimbo Mozambique. That'd be, yes. That would totally be a lot better.
But yeah, I think it was last week I was talking to you about how like I got the jump on this dude. I shot him 3 times point blank with the Mozambique. He was able to kill me because 3 times, and then I had to reload, but he had a better weapon, so he was able to turn around, and by the time I got my 3 shots into him, he was able to be like, "Oh, that's cute. You're dead."
Mosquito bit me.
Yeah. Boy, I was so mad when that happened.
Yeah, the game. Apex is a great game. It could still use some improvements. It really could. But
boy, I had some EA customer service experiences.
Oh yeah?
I don't know. I guess you didn't see it in the group chat.
No, I didn't. I've not read it in a couple days.
Okay. Let me try to explain this the best way I can. Okay. Originally, my gamer tag was Poetic Soul 44.
Uh-huh.
And I had that with the email. I had an email with that accordingly. Then my account got hacked, and Microsoft at the time said, "Okay, we'll refund you your stuff, but your account is locked." Which I found out, like, oh, okay, this journalist's account got hacked one time, but he was able to keep his account.
So you're just not famous enough.
Pretty much that meant I had to make a new account, which sucked. Because so it sucked because I think I had like 40,000 gamer points, or gamer score.
Right. And this was back before, a bunch of games were sold digitally like they are now and stuff. So
this was like 2000. Well, how do you see how long you've been on you've been an Xbox? Is there an easy way to see that? You have my profile on Xbox.
Let's see.
it was like right before the current gamer tag I have now. No, 10 years. Okay, so this is like about 10 years ago.
Oh,
You
nine.
know, maybe 09, 08 maybe. You know, and I think I got my Xbox in like 07. So like two or so years, 40,000 gamer points. That was quite a bit for that time. And to let you know, I'm at 60. Oh, I'm at like 60,000 now. So
Say 40,000 isn't too much from where I'm off now.
yeah. Um, but so I made another one, Podexol 444. I just added another four, I guess. I ended up changing that, but I still have that. It's still that same account, but I guess my EA account was tied with the email. So I guess I had to I made a new email, I guess, for another EA account I had, or since I had to, you know, have a new I had a new gamer tag, and apparently you can't you can't remove or disconnect your gamer tag with your EA account
You,
once you link them.
okay, you probably can now, but probably not back then, right?
No, that's what customer service says. Even now, you can't.
It's not just a button like saying disconnect.
There's a way to supposedly like revoke access in if you go to the EA website and log in and all, but that's apparently they're still linked. It's a
That
nightmare. Anyways, I talked to one
okay.
person because I'm like, I don't know. The, the- I have no because the whole Twitch Prime thing. I linked it with I linked it with you know I don't know. What ended up happening was back then I made a new email so I could have a new EA account. It was I don't know why I did a Yahoo, but I did a Yahoo, and the issue with Yahoo is if you don't use your Yahoo for like 6 months or something or a year or something like that, they like deactivate your account.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's pretty bullshit. So I remember that being an issue a while back. Um, so when that did happen, I made a new EA account with my current email. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I thought, oh, I'll just link it, with my Xbox, and everything will be fine. And when I linked my Twitch and stuff, I'm like, why I'm not getting my thing? Why am I not getting my Twitch skin in 5 Apex? So I contact EA and I'm like, hey, it's not linked. And I had to contact them 3 different times. The first time, the person was like, oh, how how about you try this? How about you try unlinking your Twitch and then relinking and this and this and that and this and that? And I'm like, is my gamer tag even linked to my EA account? Could that be a thing? And they're like, oh, let's see. Are you having any issues? Are you having any issues? Like, are you able to play EA games on your Xbox? Oh, yes, it is linked then. And it's like, no, no, it's not. And then finally, they're like, okay, well, what's your email associated with your EA account? And I give my current one, and they're like, there's no Xbox whatever tied to this. And I'm like, okay, well, they're like, do you have any other emails? I'm like, sure, I have this one, but I don't think that's it. And then I have my Geeks for the Win email, which that's not it. And like, I don't know. Is there any way to tell? And they're like, no, there's no way to tell. We can't do anything for you unless you have like, you know, we can't do anything unless you know the actual email and you can receive an email that has a verification code that we send to it. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I have full access to the gamer tag. The gamer tag is my Xbox gamer tag is registered under the same email as the email my EA account is that I'm currently using. I don't
Right.
understand why. Like, and I'm like, I need to speak to a supervisor, and they're like, oh, we can do that, but the supervisor's not gonna blah, blah, and then more BS, and then I'm like, she's like, we can't do anything, or the person's like, we can't do anything for you, sorry, and I'm like, I need to speak to a supervisor, and they were like, well, I've provided you with all the information, so bye, and they ended the chat, and I'm like,
Okay.
I'm
Was
mad. I
was
am mad.
you said chat? So this is a text chat.
Text chat.
Save. So you
Oh,
can.
I do you one better. I had they sent me an email like with like I think the with the like code or the whatever
Oh,
the
were you satisfied? Complete the
well
survey.
no like no with like the what's it called, like the case number.
Oh, your issue has been resolved.
Yeah, I
Right.
had the case number. So when I told the second person I was on, which the second person was like on text chat, was so nice. Like by the time we got done with it, they were like, "You've been a wonderful person. It's been a lovely experience." Like I'm not, I'm like, this is night and day difference. Like both foreign names, like probably from India.
Your experience is better than mine. Mine was like, hello, my name is Dave. You're
Oh
probably
no,
not
it's like
Dave.
a Yushi, and or I don't know. There's some weird like they were some weird names,
At least
but
they're obvious with that. With you're not John. I know you're not.
that's why I do the text if I can, because I have so I'm just tired of like I can't understand them, having to ask them to repeat what they're saying, hoping to understand what they're saying the third time they say it, because the accent, the language barrier, like.
Right. And also, like I said, you can save text, text chat, so you can bring that back up later.
Yeah, but what was it? I had asked the first person, like, is there any way for me to figure out, like, can I go to like on Xbox or whatever and figure out like what EA account it's linked to or any way? And they're like, no, there's no way. And they're like, you know, figure out another email and maybe, but when I went to do a second chat, like there was the login, they were like log in with your micro. They were like log in with your A account through email password, log in with PSN with Xbox, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna log in with my Xbox, and maybe I can then you know maybe that'll be. And then I logged in with the Xbox, and then I was able to go to my account and see the email, and I'm like, oh, that email. Okay, I remember that email. I made that for pretty much, like I said, the only reason I made that was because I had to make a new EA account because my, the Poetic Soul one was locked, was
Yeah,
linked to
yeah. You're
the,
like
you know,
you're like you're like me. You have 7 different emails, and you don't remember all of them.
well, I most of mine, but yeah, I do now because
Yeah,
I
there's
stick
there's
with
a couple I don't
stick with
I don't
Gmail,
remember.
but
Yeah.
yeah, for some reason I did Yahoo when like when my Xbox account got locked, when they refunded my stuff because it had gotten hacked, which I still think that was garbage. But um, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Well, I'm like, maybe I can. In Yahoo, that's just a nightmare trying to get a hold of anybody from Yahoo.
So
Like you
you
try to go
can't
to
just
Yahoo.
like log back in and like, oh, they bring your account active again, or like what happens when you try to log into Yahoo?
Well, like yeah, they're like, oh, this it's the wrong password, or it's been deactivated, or because of inactivity, or something like that, or I don't
Well,
know. But
activate it again. Damn it.
um, and then I tried to, or no, I tried to do I think I tried to do a password recovery on the Yahoo thing, and the the email associated with that was at sbcglobal.net, which that's 18 that's
Okay.
that was that was 18 that's the email you get if you have AT&T
Hmm.
DSL service, and that one was deactivated because the service had ended.
Right.
And I talked to somebody on support there, and they were like, "Oh, sorry, it's we don't have any records of it." And they're like, "Oh, well, you can talk to this person on Yahoo." And I'm like, "Well, we can find you the number." And I call the number, and it immediately when I could not understand what they were saying, because it was some foreign person, and I could not even make out what they were saying. Um, so
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
happens.
hang up. Let me try EA again. Now that I have the email, and I say, hey, I have this email. I can't access it because, Yahoo got deleted, or, due to inactivity, all that stuff. Um, and I had remembered the password to the email even. And I remember the password to the EA account associated with that email. So I was able to log into the EA account, but I just wasn't able to access the email. But
Well,
they were like,
can't you I'm sorry, go ahead, because you obviously didn't just change your email in the account.
"Oh, you can totally do that, but you need to verify the original email in order to change the email. They send
Right.
you a verification link to the original email so that.
I want to say I did that for EA recently, because it was my old Hotmail account, and they just sent the verification to my new email.
Apparently there's a form though where if you're able to, like, you give them a bunch of information, and they can just, they can switch the account over to a new email. And luckily, I was able to log into that account, so I was able to see, like, some of the information, like, oh, the account was created this date, at this time, and stuff like that. I was able to, and it's just a long, lengthy process, form of, oh, your date of birth, when was the account created, what recent purchases, any credit card info, and it's like, no, none. There's no credit card information tied to this account. There's no anything. So it's like, I was like, hopefully they'll they'll switch it over no problem, since there's like no financial, like,
Hmm.
you
Right.
know,
There's no hassle to go through there. Yeah.
yeah, there's no like risk of any fraud, really. Um, and I sent it off, and I'm just like, okay, let's, fingers crossed, let's hope this works. And I told or the first person, I told them or the second person, I told them what the first person had done, and they were like, oh, we can't have that. Do you have the case number? And I'm like, I sure do have the case number. Here you go.
Go get them.
Because I asked them for a supervisor twice, and then they told me they had given me all the information that I needed, and they ended the chat. Oh, that made me so mad, Stuart. You have no idea
That's
how.
bullshit, because one, a supervisor could give you better answers that the other person probably couldn't or didn't even know.
And most of the
Two,
time, a supervisor has access to
they have
stuff
access that that the lower person doesn't have.
exactly. I know this. You know, I'm not stupid. But that person was like, they didn't want to do work or whatever, or they didn't want to get in
Get
trouble.
in
I don't
trouble.
know, but oh, that made me so mad when they were like, I've given you all the information that's needed, and, goodbye, and then ends the chat. Oh, that made me so mad. I hardly get mad like that, but I got so heated to the point where I had to say something in our group chat because it made me so mad.
Yeah, I
Um,
did. I missed it.
but anyways, so what was it? Yeah. Final, but that happened like the next morning. I wake up, there's an email. Well, we've switched it over. You know, here's the link to change your password or whatever. And I'm like, oh, thank God. And I'm thinking, well, so I've got the original EA account now, but my second EA account, I've already started the PC stuff. So I guess I'm gonna have to just like scrap that account and just use the original now. And God, I hope the Twitch stuff did didn't you know access on the PC side of it. Luckily, it didn't. Luckily, I was
No, no,
able to
no.
like.
If you look on
Yeah, you have to
on
log
the
into. You
fact,
have to log
it's the
in.
first one
Yeah,
you log into.
you log into. Yeah, and I was. Yeah, I was making sure. I think I uninstalled Apex from my PC just because I didn't want it to like. I didn't want it to like update and trigger like as it logged in because it had updated or. I was I don't know. I was a little worried there because like I said, I've gotten like no good skins. So those five crates, those five loot boxes, I at least got some. I got a good skin for Caustic, so at least I got something out of those. But yeah, man, I had such an ordeal with tech
Sounds
support,
like it, man.
customer service, and boy, I just wanted to just beat my head against the wall.
Yeah, that sounds like that sucks.
Yeah, it was bad, but what were you
Yeah.
gonna say?
No, I wasn't gonna say anything. It just sucks.
Yeah, so that's taken care of, I guess. I need to like maybe make a new email just to transfer the newest account I created over to that so that I can transfer the account I just got back to my current email. Just make a
Okay.
burner email just to
Yeah.
so I can get the account back on my normal email. Because right now I got my old EA account on my at GeeksFTW, you know, which
Okay.
I normally wouldn't mind, but I don't know. I'd rather it be on my Gmail because Gmail can handle spam and the filters and all kinds of
Right.
stuff like that a lot easier than our website email. Our website email has like no features,
Nope, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
pretty bare bones and bad. So, but anyways, yeah, that was my whole long ordeal that took way too long. Way too long. But it was worth it for, for that Pathfinder skin.
Yeah, all for that Pathfinder skin.
What
All
was
for
it?
that purple and silver.
Did you see the post of like that? Like, oh, they need to have, and it was like a droid. It was like a droid from the. It was one of the droids from like Star Wars. Um,
No. I did see the post a while back because a lot of people were saying that there should be a Chappie
I did
skin
see that. Yeah.
for Pathfinder, and apparently the I don't know, I guess the director or screenwriter, whoever, is all for it. He says,
Oh
sure, go ahead.
yeah. Oh, what's his name? He was gonna. He was originally gonna do the Halo movie, and then that became District 13 or District 9.
District 9. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I think that is the same guy.
And he did I think he's done Anthem stuff. Like Anthem live action, whatever.
I know Casey Hudson wanted a Anthem TV show, which, hey, won't happen. From what I've been seeing from that game, not gonna happen.
That's the droid that they were saying should be a skin.
Oh, battle droids. Yeah, sure. Yeah, totally. Wait, they've got Star Wars. They've got Star Wars. They can do it.
Yeah.
They can do it. They've got Star Wars. They could totally do a battle droid.
They could do that. And it wouldn't change the game too bad. Like, you know, it wouldn't affect the game because it's just a skin.
Only thing, you know, he's now got to say, Roger, Roger. Totally. Yeah.
Well, that's a line you can get from, you know, one of the boxes or.
Yeah, totally. Yes. Well, actually, have you caught on to the Bastion, Easter egg from Overwatch? There's a banner animation for Pathfinder that involves it's got to be Bloodhound's Crow. It's attacking Pathfinder, and a lot of people are saying that it's a reference to Bastion and the Bird from Overwatch.
Okay. I don't know. I watched more of their Twitch rivals. I guess there was another round of that.
Yeah, that was Tuesday. I didn't watch any of it this time.
Oh, I watched a little bit of it. Not a whole lot of it, but less people that I recognized.
That could be one of two reasons. One, it was just a new round of people. They didn't want, you know, the same people from last time coming in this time. They wanted new faces. Or two, they didn't want somebody like Shroud back to shit on their format like he did. He did before.
Speaking of Chappie, that was one of the people.
One of the streamers. Okay. Yeah.
I Am Chappie, I think is it.
Yes, that's his name.
Like that's someone I've heard of, but I don't think I've ever watched. So that was like the only one I really recognized.
I watched a little bit of him. He's not a talker.
He wasn't talking at all. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not a talker. So, like, you know, he's just skill alone. Basically, that's why people watch him.
I did see a cool stream trick while they were flipping through people. Oh, someone had their camera, like, you know, like the green screen, whatever, in the bottom, you know, bottom left corner, where it's covering their health or whatever.
Yeah.
But they also had they had, like, I guess somehow they had cropped their health, mimicked it or whatever, and then moved it over to like the middle of the screen.
Okay.
So that viewers could still see their health and stuff. What was
All
it?
Right.
The host of the rivals, whatever, they were like, "Oh, that's kind of," and I'm thinking, yeah, that is kind of cool. That's interesting. And I tried to do that, and I don't know how they were able to do that.
Oh, that's not hard to do.
Well, they also made it like semi-transparent, and I tried doing it, but the only way I could figure out doing it was to just add the same Elgato source a second time. But if I tried to make any changes to that, it would make changes to the original one as well, even though it was.
Well, you know how to make things transparent, right?
How?
It is. Let's see. I've got to look. Filter, and the filter effect is called color key. And in color key, there's an opacity level. You just bring that down.
The chroma key, right?
Yeah, but you don't choose, a color.
Yeah, like, but it still would affect. It would if it would still affect the main cast of it too. It would affect both sources of it.
You create a second one, and like don't duplicate it.
I tried to do that, but it froze the first one when I created a second one.
Don't copy reference, copy duplicate, or paste duplicate. So not Control V, not that way.
Yeah, I added a new source, and then I named
Control
else.
Yeah, that's not a way to do it. Create a new source.
I named it like Elgato 2, but it froze the first one.
I don't know.
Yeah, see that I was, and like I said, I tried to do. I had done the first one, but I wasn't able to change the opacity or whatever of it because it would affect the large one. So I don't know. It's weird.
That's weird because it shouldn't, because it's a brand new source.
Well, no.
Anyway, that's
the brand new source froze the first one. That's the yeah. So I
don't know why that.
It was an interesting trick though. I sat there for like 30 or so minutes before I streamed last night.
It might not be something the Elgato can do. It might have to be only like PC stuff only.
PC. That's what I thought maybe.
That's the only way. It's got to be a limitation of Elgato.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Bringing in two sources, or making one source into two. That probably the Elgato probably can't do that.
But yeah, I was trying some new stuff. I was trying to add some new stuff to the stream and thought it was a clever trick that I would try, but sadly it didn't work. Because that's where I have my camera. I have it on the bottom left corner. Because there's never that much that's on the bottom left. But so.
Anyway, we should probably move on to news because we're hour and a half in. We haven't got to a lot of news. We have a lot of news.
My topic we can skip if it comes down to it.
Fortnite. Well, somebody calling themselves Fortnite Live had an event in where was it? Something. Place.
Same island as Firefest.
Well, okay, a lot of people are comparing this to Firefest, but I don't. This is more of a DashCon situation.
Yeah, the ball pit.
Right? Yes, that was the ball pit.
The one.
This was at Norfolk near Norwich.
What was that one chick who was gonna make her own convention too? Wasn't that you know who I'm talking about?
Maybe. I don't know. That sounds familiar, but I have no idea.
It was like some streamer who like just wasn't able to get into the VidCon or whatever. She wasn't big enough, but she had she had a big enough following where they couldn't, but not big enough to where they could provide her like security or whatever. But she had a big enough following where it would make a ruckus.
That all sounds familiar.
And then she decided she was going to make her own convention, and
that
there was a big
sounds
scandal with that.
Very familiar, but I can't tell you who that was.
I have no idea who it was. Yeah, even when they were talking about it, like on Rooster Teeth, I had no idea who the person was. But that was another thing that happened. But go on. Sorry for derailing.
Anyway, Fortnite Live in Norfolk, which is in England, had an event about and according to reports, like 33,000 plus kids were there. but like the attractions, there wasn't enough of them. Like really, like there was an archery range that was enough for 4 children to practice archery. There was a climbing wall that only had enough room for 3 at once. They had 4 go-karts. And apparently, like, the guy who put on the event had like 16 employees, but like half of them didn't show up.
Wow, this is like bad then. Yeah.
So yeah, like, yeah, you know, like it was like 2 hours to get in because the line was so big for this event. And they had a stage of some kind, but that stage does not look big at all. Like if you look at the link that I have, like that first image is the stage. That's not a band. That's where you play Guitar Hero. That kind of a stage. Like that. It was a disaster, and a lot of people are calling this comparing this to Fire Festival, but you know, it wasn't that dire of a situation.
Yeah,
so I more equate this to DashCon.
Yeah, it was more of a like disappointment than a
yes
catastrophe.
And like you could buy like you could buy like wristbands for I don't know what the wristbands were for, but apparently they cost more. And the guy who put it on, you know, he says, you know, anybody who wants a refund for the wristbands could get it. And to there's a quote that one person had, and it's not in this article. I think it's in this other one.
Apparently this got shut down though, right?
Yeah, it was like an entire weekend kind of a thing, and it didn't go all weekend. I'm not finding the quote, but it was something along the lines of in Fortnite you get weapons to hunt down and kill people, and after this event I wanted to hunt down and kill the people putting this on. It was like a mom or something, you know, kind of made this quote. And I also want to add the quote that the owner event, Sean Lord, said. It's at the end of this, and I'm going to read it in the way that I read it.
Okay.
There were a lot of people who told me they had a fantastic time, that all the kids enjoyed it thoroughly. You know, everybody, you can ask anybody. They loved it. They all had tons of fun. They loved it. You can ask anybody around. It was a fantastic festival. We put on a great festival. They had a fantastic time.
That's your like Jersey douchebag?
That was my Trump.
Voice?
That was my Trump.
Sounded like a Jersey.
That's how I read it. 'Cause the actual quote is, there was a lot of people who told me they had a fantastic time and their kids thoroughly enjoyed it. And we will take everybody's feedback into consideration, and we will act on it. Meaning he was planning on doing it again. He was planning on putting these on again.
Well, I mean,
but
kids enjoy playing with the cardboard box. Like, just because kids enjoy something doesn't mean it was a good time.
Right. Especially 3,000 kids and 4 go-karts, 4 bows and arrows, and 3 climbers. Yeah.
It's a good time if the kids enjoy it and the parents
somebody made me the quote, well, were the kids at least trying to shoot down the kids trying to climb the wall? You know, was that, you know... for the archery. So, but Epic is suing
Oh, of course they are.
because they weren't, because this guy just put on the festival. He just did it, tried to make a bunch of money off the Fortnite name, and Epic Games did not like that.
He didn't get written consent from Epic Games to put it on a Fortnite festival? I'm shocked.
The quality of our player experience is incredibly important to us, whether it's inside the game or at a public events like last year's Fortnite Pro-Am.
Yeah, this is a billion-dollar brand, like multi-billion-dollar brand, and you're risking like ruining it. No, don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why this guy didn't think, like, oh, I can just freely just use the Fortnite name. Dude, no, you can't. I was dumb.
I mean, if the internet wasn't
being sued.
the internet, if the internet wasn't the internet, then maybe you could like, create your own little like, some little state fair type rinky, some little thing.
Yeah.
Try to capture the Fortnite, whatever. But like, if this was like 20 years ago, maybe someone would get away. But no, not now, because the internet.
Right. Yeah. 20 years ago, no one would have ever heard of this. Word would have not gotten out how bad it was, or even it existed.
Unless you like watch the local news, or someone told you who watched the local news of that area.
Right.
Yeah, that would be it.
Although this might have been something that would have gone. That would have even 20 years ago. This might have sparked some kind of viral thing. Anyway, yeah, this won't happen again. That's for sure.
I'm surprised Epic hasn't created their own Fortnite festival or Fortnite convention. That's in the works,
think,
right?
Probably. FortCon.
Yeah, I was about to say
festival night, or Epic Expo.
I could see that, yeah.
Epic Expo, that's it right there. That's the name.
E squared.
I will take my royalty check from PayPal. Okay. Speaking of something that's yeah, I'm gonna continue hitting that refresh, waiting for that check. Speaking of something not happening again, Razer had their own game store. One, I completely forgot about that they even had a game store.
Tweet like they had a game store.
We had to have we had to have talked about this, and I completely forgot about it. We probably did, and forgot it the next day. Well, it's closing down. Surprise, surprise, because most people probably did the same thing we did. They heard about it, and then immediately forgot about it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, and it's I forgot. Discord has a game store technically, right?
Yeah, they do. Which I don't know. They got a couple things on there that's maybe, but I can't even tell you what was on this Razer game store.
I mean, it's
this image has Far Cry 5, Assassin's Creed Origins. That's Ni no Kuni, and is that Wolfenstein in the bottom corner? I think.
Maybe.
This one right here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein 2, I think.
Yeah, because the new one is
So
supposed to be his daughter's, right?
yes, that's the latest one. But they've got Ni no Kuni 2 and Far Cry 5 and Assassin's Creed Origins. That's got to be Wolfenstein 2. So that's around the same time.
Yeah, but it's like, I think our thoughts were probably like, this isn't gonna really. Why Steam? You can't go against Steam.
Right. And
It's our same thoughts on the Discord store. Like,
yeah, Epic had
the
at
Epic.
least had its install base already. That was the only thing going for it.
Yeah, they had their install base, and now they're starting to get exclusives.
Yes, they are starting to get exclusives because of their profit margin. So there
Exactly.
are
Because they have the install base, they're able to make their profit margin
plus
more competitive.
they had a bunch of money going in already. Like that, it's Epic.
They can invest. This is
They
investment.
they
have the
make
money to
a
invest.
game engine that tons of games use and license. So
Yeah, that's true too.
They've
I
got
think, like,
money.
I think you get like a discount if you use their,
Yes.
or if you publish through them or whatever.
Yes.
You get
That
it
was on that chart.
you get to use it for free, or it's discount
I
or
don't
something.
think for free.
Something
But
about
yeah.
that. Yeah, but
Yeah, it is. But if you use the Unreal Engine, it's better to use the Epic Games launcher. Let's see.
you get all those Fortnite players who are opening that up and to launch Fortnite,
right, and who have never installed Steam. Yeah,
and they may have they may glance at it and be like, "Oh, this might be interesting." You got that possibility.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Epic does not take its cut for the license for the if you use Unreal Engine 4 on the Epic Games launcher. It does not take its cut, but it takes 5% on Steam.
It takes 5% if you do it on Steam. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
On top of the 30% Steam takes?
On top of the 30%.
Wow. And it's what? Is it 18% on Epic?
12.
12. Okay, I knew it was either 18 or 12. I knew something like that off the 30%, but yeah. But yeah, that's a big difference. That's a huge difference. That's like 3 times, or that's like a third almost of what you're missing out on if you. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so and that's what makes Epic dangerous to Steam. So
yeah, that's true.
But something like Razer and Discord and even GOG, not so much.
Yeah. And stuff like Origin and the Ubisoft stuff, that's just like irritating. It's just like a.
I mean, Ubisoft even still sells on Steam.
Yeah. For now.
So. For now, I mean,
the
Division went over, so.
Yeah. So.
Who knows?
Who knows now? Yeah.
Yeah. But Razer Game Store shutting down, and only Razer is kind of sad about that. That's mean, but something else that's shutting down that again people forgot even existed. Steam Videos is that shutting down.
Which I totally forgot that was a thing.
I did too. Like, they sell straight up movies on Steam.
Or when I saw this in the show notes, I was like, wait, they didn't cancel that, like, already? I thought that was probably, like, canceled, like, shortly after they had launched it, and nothing happened.
like you can like I got this picture right here. You can buy Hunger Games. I looked it up, and you can buy um all the Mad Max films. You can buy
Oh, what was that game
Pulp
documentary? Wasn't
Fiction.
that like one of the first things you could get on there? Was that
Yeah, it
game
was. I kickstarted it.
about like Super Meat Boy and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, I totally forget what it was called.
I think
I
that was like
have
the
it.
first thing you could get on there.
I have it. My names are in the credits. I don't remember what it is. Like indie game or indie game the movie or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's it. Indie Game the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I even looked like, oh, I've got a movie on here, huh? Oh yeah, it was the Division did some live action stuff before the game came out. Like introduce, oh, here's this agent, what he was doing before the crisis. It's like a 10-minute video.
They try to do stuff like that. Yeah, like in like every week they'd have like a little short feature, little short like FMV type something, where it'd be like,
Yeah,
oh, this agent's in trouble and his progress. And yeah, I remember when they tried doing that. I was like, that's kind of interesting. And then it didn't really go anywhere. And I was like, okay.
yeah, and I'm gonna show my screen as soon as it loads. I don't know why it's not loading. Off, on. Show my desktop. No sources in this. Where I used the sources just a minute ago. What the hell happened to my sources? Oops.
Technical difficulties, people.
Yeah, technical difficulties.
With all the stuff Stuart does, I'm surprised his computer hasn't blown up.
Oh, it tries. It tries. Display capture. That's what I want. Is that not the right? Mine not on the right source. That could be it. There. I don't know why that fit. Okay. Yeah, I'm now showing the video section here. Ruby Volume 5, Pulp Fiction, Dread, Ghost in the Shell, Mad Max 2, Road Warrior. Like straight up movies. Saw 3, an anime, Con movie.
Saw 3. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And you can also buy, anime, Ghost in the Shell. Battle Royale, unrelated director's cut. That's the movie that spawned the whole genre. It's also on Netflix, so don't buy it on here because this is also going away.
Yeah.
I do recommend that movie though. Battle Royale's good. It is good.
Yeah, I need to watch it eventually.
Dirty Grandpa, And here's the thing though. You go to the store, like you look at the front page of the store, it's nowhere to be seen. Like I couldn't tell you how most people get to the video section, because here's the only way I found out how to do it. You search under browsing and videos. That's it. That's how I found it.
Huh.
So I had to go through 2 separate screens just to get to videos. That wasn't apparent it existed. So yeah, this is going away. It's got 75 pages.
Okay.
No Game, No Life, 0. That movie. It's a Japanese audio with English subtitles.
I've seen the anime, but I haven't seen the movie of it yet.
Well, there it is right there.
Wait, no. Did I see the movie? Yeah, I did see the movie recently, and it had nothing to do with the anime, I think. It was like thousands of years and before or something like that. I think I told you about that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird movie.
Leprechaun 4.
Oh god.
Oh, no. Not just Leprechaun 4. All Leprechaun movies. The 4-film collection.
Leprechaun,
Leprechaun 2, Leprechaun 3, and Leprechaun Lost in Space.
Oh, not in the hood? Come on now.
Unless that's 2 or 3.
No, it'd be Leprechaun in the Hood, and then he goes back to the hood.
I don't know. The Leprechauns movie, the Leprechaun movies freaked me the fuck out as a kid, so never watched them.
They've made so many of those movies. It's stupid how many they've made. Like,
Tag. This is a recent movie. Oh, 2015.
Oh,
I thought it was more
movie.
recent than that.
That's a good movie. I like Tag. Wait, it's more recent than 2015, right?
Not according to this.
That came out like 2017.
I thought they came out recent too.
Year.
I like how this one says it's free to play.
Yeah,
holy
Tag,
hell!
2018. Jeremy Renner, Ed Helms, John Hamm. Yeah, it came out last year. Is that the same Tag or is that a different Tag movie?
Might be a different Tag movie.
Yeah, it was a good one. I'd recommend it. Apparently, it's based on a true story too.
Yeah,
because they show like in the credits they do where they like show like footage from the real people who, had made their own Tag game for so many years or whatever. Yeah.
This is not the same movie. Billy leads a homeless pack of teens and has an AIDS-like virus, which he passes on in his blood to his brother Jacob.
Jesus!
Not the same movie.
A small group of 4 classmates organize an elaborate annual game of tag that requires them to travel all over the country. Yeah, pretty different movies.
Not the same movie at all.
Jesus! That is intense, that description you gave.
Well, here's a $200 movie. How about you want to pay $200 for a movie?
No.
Oh, well, apparently it's a basic course on video game development using Unreal Engine 4. So, you can learn how to make games with no previous experience in programming.
For $200 sounds like a good deal.
It probably, hey, you gotta...
You probably need some experience and knowledge of stuff. And
it just says, create your own video games from zero without previous knowledge of programming. So
well, I'm not
go.
I'm not gonna challenge them because I don't have $200 to
yeah,
challenge
I don't
them
have to.
with.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's
and it is
crazy.
not the only $200 thing on here.
Well, I don't know why we're spending too much time on this because it's not gonna matter, right? It's going away. So
Food Wars. There you go.
that's
second season, $40.
Yeah.
Chivalry of a Failed Knight. That's a good anime. I like that one.
I've heard about it. I haven't watched it yet. Yeah.
But there you go. This is all going away. Don't know when, but it's going away. Here's a free movie called Free to Play.
Nice.
It's right in the title. The documentary about free-to-play games.
Okay.
Like Dota 2. Anyway, there you go. This is all going away. So let's see. Did I have anything else? Nope, that was it. That was all mine. Let's see. We're at 2 hours. Do you want to do yours or not?
No, just was it Reggie Fils-Aimé from Nintendo is retiring.
Yeah.
He's kind of a personality people know if they follow Nintendo stuff.
Yeah. He you know, you ever heard the phrase "my body is ready"? That was him.
Alrighty.
Yeah, because one of the headlines I read was his body is no longer ready.
Well, his body's ready for retirement.
Just saying what the article said. But yeah, he's retiring, which I don't know, he's been there since the 90s. Like, he's been the head of Nintendo of America since, like, I don't say this, since the 90s. Like, he's been there a while.
He's got to be like filthy rich. He's probably like, you know, oh well, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, and you choose IGN. Why?
You don't realize how much money those like presidents / CEOs make. You know, they make a lot, and they get stock options, and
Yeah,
it was like what, you know, when Steve Ballmer left Microsoft, he bought the LA Clippers for $2 billion.
Right. Well,
that's a lot.
Kind of speaking of that, I'm gonna take Reggie's face off of here while we talk about this. We talked last week about all the people from Activision that are losing their jobs. So many people are calling for Bobby Kotick to be fired. Tons of people are.
I don't know. Maybe it's time. He's been there for a long time. Right? How long has Bobby Kotick been there?
I don't think he's actually been like the CEO for that long. Oh, 1990. So yeah, he's been there a while.
Yeah.
And he became the CEO of the combined company in 2008. Remember. Yeah. Yeah, he's
yeah, 19.
He's been there a while.
By Bobby Kotick. Yeah, so yeah, wow.
And I was watching Jim Sterling, and he was saying that this happened in the past. You know, people have been photoshopping devil horns on Bobby Kotick for years. Which, hey, this latest thing didn't help that. Apparently, he's done interviews. Ask people, hey, stop putting devil horns on my pictures because it's affecting my dating life. Like, well, then don't fire 800 people, and people won't put devil horns on your head.
It's affecting his dating life. Wow. Okay, wow. If you're that rich, and if people putting devil horns on your head is affecting your dating life, then I don't know. Like,
well, when apparently, people find out, he's, the big CEO. They Google him and they see devil horns.
I guess, but still, like you see, he's a big CEO of like Anyways, yeah, it's crazy, but and apparently, like more
Here's one.
people are
Found one.
in. Apparently, more people are in limbo to be fired. Like they technically can't be fired yet because
Yeah,
they live in like other
I kind
countries.
yeah, I kind of mentioned this last week, like people in France and stuff, because of the working laws there. They don't know who's on the chopping block yet because of how things happen over there. Which I heard on Giant Bomb, somebody from I forget which like union place. I don't know what the correct term for be. Saying, hey, game developers, it's stuff like this that shows you that you need to unionize. Now is the time. Because definitely, because people, people have been, talking about game dev using unionizing for years.
It's got to be a tough thing to do though, because it's not like it's
Yeah,
like
I mean,
like it's not like it's the SAG Screen Actors Guild or anything like that where it's
yeah,
just for
it
Hollywood.
definitely
It's
cannot be easy to.
worldwide.
It
You know,
definitely is not easy to start a union. Otherwise, everybody would freaking do it, and it
but I
would have
mean,
been
with the
done
game
years ago.
industry, you have companies who have studios in different countries, and that's where it's got to be so difficult.
I mean, companies, it's it would only affect the U.S. Like that's kind of the thing, like because other countries have their working laws, like France, that's why people still don't know.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You got these companies like Activision or EA who have studios in different countries.
Well,
So
they're
like,
not the only ones though. I mean, car manufacturers. That's an industry that it's all over the world, and it's also they've got unions. I mean, it worked the
yeah,
same like they do there, which is only in the U.S.
yeah, I don't know. I really don't know the logistics and stuff like that, but it's crazy. They should be unionized, I think. Yeah. I mean, the video game industry makes so much money. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they do. And you really have to question like where really does that all go, because it's definitely not to the developers.
Like I said, it goes to like the CEOs and the
It goes
presidents.
to Bobby Kotick.
Like I said, Steve Ballmer, when he left, he bought a $2 billion basketball team. Like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Because it probably was nothing for him. That's when I realized, oh my God, those CEOs make a lot of money. Is when I saw that he just bought the team for $2 billion. Like crazy stuff. Anyways, that's all we got, I guess, right?
Yep, that's all the news.
Alrighty, be sure to check out our website, thegeeksftw.com, for links to the topics we talked about. Just click on episode 335, and the links will be down below. Be sure to follow us. Uh, you know, if you're on the website, also click on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, all that stuff. Follow us on whichever one you prefer to watch on, because we stream on multiples. So if you're a Mixer person, Mixer, Twitch, you can watch us on Twitch. Um, I still need to set mine up for YouTube, but Stuart does YouTube when he streams as well. So, but above all else, follow us on Twitter at the GeeksFTW. Stuart is at Casual Terror, and I am at Geeky William. And that's the best way to stay in touch, to keep up to date, because we tweet out, whenever something's happening, whenever we're, recording live or we're streaming individually or whatever, we normally tweet that out. So, and I guess that's it. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
What was it? I was listening for to see if there's an intro for I recommend. I heard the intros and stuff for a few different podcasts, and I'm like, wow, the sound quality really was kind of good because we recorded our separate feeds and mixed them in. And I was expecting it to be a lot worse because it was, way back.
Did we do it? Did we mix them back then? Or did we use Pamela? That was.
I don't remember.
Actually, no. I take it back. We did mix it in because if you look on YouTube, we were using Hangout. We were using Google Hangout around our last episodes of I Recommend, which means we were mixing our audio sources. And actually, if you listen to last week's episode, we sound a lot better than we usually do because of what I did.
That's good.
Because I've just been kind of going with the past episodes that when I was been editing, I'm like, I don't like the sound of how these sound, but I don't know how to fix them. And how to fix it is stop doing what I'm doing. Plain as simple. Stop doing what I'm doing. Do nothing to the audio and just put it out that way, and it sounds a lot better.
Really?
Just I don't do it. I don't do. The only thing I do is I just make sure the levels are similar. That's it. That's all I do.
Yeah, but I was expecting it to sound horrible, like our first podcast episodes.
Yeah, but
it sounded pretty nice.
We've been doing this a while.
Yeah, but I was pleasantly surprised because I was when I was waiting for trying to see if there was an intro, I was grimacing, waiting for the cringe of hearing bad quality and I'm like, oh, this actually sounds good. And then you're introducing yourself, and I'm like, oh wow, the levels sound good. Oh wow, I did a good job editing this. I'm giving myself a pat on the back. I actually did a good job, so.
Yeah, I think when we do bring I Recommend back, I'm going to make the intro.
Okay.
Not modify something, but actually make it.
Gotcha.
Using Music Maker. Actually write the music.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I guess I'm going to try to actually create the intro.
Okay. I'm looking forward to
I've been thinking about doing that for this show, but I haven't found something I like. So.
You seem to like the one we currently have. You rock out to it every week.
Something to do. Something to do.
I think that was made in with Music Maker or some one of those programs by. Can't remember who made it.
Was it Blue?
No, it wasn't Blue.
He was the one that gave it to us.
No, it wasn't. It was
I swear it was Blue that gave us the music.
No, it was I can't remember who made. I remember someone made the original, and then was it Tin Pan? Remember Tin Pan?
Mm-hmm.
His friend, I think, what was his friend's name? I think it was Zero Cool on Twitter or something like that.
I
I think
remember
he
Zero
added the
Cool.
drums to it.
I know that there's a full version of it of the intro, like a full like 2 minute
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah.
version of this.
I can't remember who made it. It wasn't Blue though. I know that for a fact.
I thought I could have swore Blue gave us music.
No, I know that for a fact. Can't remember who. But I do remember like Tin Pan's friend like added drums to it or something. I don't know.
I do remember we got multiple versions of it as it was being made.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I can't even remember. It was so long ago. Thinking about our old intros though, the old school ones.
Mm. Yep.
Those were your creations, right?
First one was. Second one was Cookie.
Did he
Cookie
make
made
one?
our Cookie made our second intro. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
remember that.
God, if we knew what we know now that back then, man, we might be doing this for a living.
Yeah, if we had any idea what we were doing and how to, yeah.
Now any Yahoo can put out their own podcast or stuff like that.
Is it on a Dropbox? I think the intros are on a Dropbox.
Intro.
Second one is.
Intro 2, intro 3 full, bonus content.
Oh God, remember that? I had an idea on how that should have sounded, and boy, did that not happen.
So you said Cookie made the second intro?
Yeah. Why am I not hearing it? Oh, because I don't even have.
Oh, okay, yeah, the third one is the one we
Third
currently
one is
have.
one we use now. Yeah.
Yeah. Got the first one somewhere too.
Don't remember where it is.
Oh, it's in a folder on my D drive.
Share this with the stream. There.
Oh
Second
God.
intro.
I have drops. I still have some of those drops that Open Forum Radio made.
Oh yeah, they're in the Dropbox. Yeah.
No, I'm looking at my D drive. Like I have one where it's Shay Word. Like, hey, this is Shay Word. Thanks for listening to this latest episode of I Recommend. If you're Like wow.
Oh,
Okay.
Blues is in the Dropbox.
Yeah, I remember he made some too, but see, I tried so hard to they to get the network unified, and I was gonna make I just everyone just didn't want to, it just didn't come together.
Oh no, I'm missing with what the Geeks bonus content was, and where is it?
Oh, and there's the transition sound I used for We Are Geeks. I'm sad that didn't work out. I like that. That concept. I thought that was a cool concept.
Yeah, but it requires people doing stuff. So, and that's what stopped.
The fact that each person had their own little like segment.
It was a neat
Talk
idea.
about something. Yeah. That they could do on their own time throughout the week. Yeah. I thought I liked that. I thought that was my little project that I was upset that failed.
Here's one. I don't think ever made it past. Like, here is an Audacity file that I have that I don't think ever went anywhere.
What is that?
That was going to be the intro that I recommend.
That you had made?
That I had made.
I don't think I've ever heard that. Hmm.
This had to have been around the same time that I made the We Are Geeks intro, just because of this part right here.
Probably, yeah.
Because it's the same idea that I got from the Torchwood.
Oh yeah.
With the children standing outside. Like, I wanted to create that for us. And couldn't with our voices.
Yeah. I don't know if I have the original intro.
Let's see, is this it?
I mean, I have the episodes where.
This is it.
There we go. That's it. Oh, I like that. That was a good intro.
It's long though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's long. That's bad.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, you use some kind of program, right?
Yeah, I totally did. What is this? New Geeks for the Win intro 1 with music. Real with music. What?
Oh God, I remember that.
Oh no, I'm stopping that now. I'm stopping that now.
Keep playing.
I remember
that.
that.
The rest of it.
Oh no.
Play it. I remember that. Oh God.
Oh, that's so bad. Oh, there's a different version of that. There's a different version of that with
It's
that
so
ending
creepy.
sounding different.
It's
There's a different version of that.
Oh my God.
Oh.
God, that was so. Oh my God.
There's a different version of that where it ends differently.
Really? Okay.
Yes. This was back when we were using Ustream. Tells you how long ago that was.
Yeah.
Because remember, we started this show with Ustream. And you and I remember this story. You and I were testing out something. Like, we were just testing out the stream, I guess. And somebody popped in and said that you had sexy eyes.
Oh God, I remember that.
And I had that robot lady say that.
Oh God. That robot lady was so creepy. Oh.
It was very uncanny valley.
It's so weird because it was like Uncanny Valley Girl robot, like.
Yeah.
Like it was robotic, but it yet still was trying to be Valley Girl. Like, it was so weird.
You do realize we're doing this a week early, right?
What do you mean?
We're reminiscent about the show a week early.
Oh yeah, wait.
Isn't it next week?
Isn't it the
Oh, it's the 27th.
Was it the 27th?
I think it is.
I don't want to go back and listen to episode 1.
We do it every year.
It's so cringy though.
We do it every year. See how far we've come.
9 years?
Yeah. Because we started in
2010?
2010.
God.
I graduated college in 2009, and it was the next year.
Oh God, yeah. Oh man. Man, oh man, oh
2010.
man. Yeah. We had a couple co-hosts. A few co-hosts throughout those years.
Yes.
Some were pleasant, some were not.
Yes, according to the calendar on our website, it's next Wednesday.
Dang. Okay. Well. That is crazy. Ugh.
Nine years. Wow.
I know, right?
You think we've gotten better at this?
You'd think we'd get maybe, a few people watching us live.
We did for a while. Like we had a large spike in downloads not that long ago, like a couple years ago. Remember?
Oh yeah, originally we had there were some times where we had hundreds of people downloading.
I want to say
1,000, I think.
We had thousands at one point.
Then I guess we had to switch feeds, and I think we never.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, we had to, because we switched over from Libsyn to the site, I think. Something like that. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, we just never gotten, we never gotten back to that. I don't even know where we are.
Because I've not looked in. I can't tell you the last time I looked.
Well, I'll tell you. Hold on.
I would be surprised if it's over 30.
We have a total of 139,000 downloads.
Over the lifetime?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. 334 has 1 download. 333 has 0. 332 has 5.
Sounds about right.
331 has 2. 330 has 8. 329 has 11. Yeah.
Ooh,
We need to go back and see what we did there.
Yeah.
Was it 321 had or 322 had 13. 307 had 32.
Wow.
297 had 39. 274 we hit over 100. This summary is not bad. Average downloads per episode 355. That sounds good, but when you look at the individual,
definitely sounds good. But then if you look at the latest, then again, we don't really promote our show outside of this.
263, we had 320.
Yeah, we don't really promote ourselves really outside of people who stumble across our Twitch channel. That's kind of about it.
Well, episode 121, we had 921. 120 had 963. Where did we have Did we ever make it over 1,000?
Oh yeah, we did. I know we did.
Episode 42, 1173. That was in 2000. That was April 27th, 2011. Episode 40, we had 1700. 29 had 2062. That was our most downloaded episode.
Which episode was that?
29.
See, that was back when we were doing topics. Like a topic an episode.
Topic or two topics, yeah. Like, what was our first one? Batman and Dexter or something like that. Our first official one. Dexter was like Batman, but he killed. That's what we come to the conclusion of.
See, episode 29, now with more geek. We welcome a new addition to the podcast. Did Harold join us at 29?
Maybe Knox? Who was first? Harold or not? No, Knox was first, right?
I thought Harold was.
I think Knox was. Knox was.
Oh, we honestly can't remember. We honestly can't remember.
First.
Knox?
Because I'm pretty positive Knox was before Harold. Because then Knox went on to like do his own podcast, kind of.
Right.
And then we got Harold, and then Harold. I don't know what happened with Harold.
Harold had some personal things happen. So.
All I remember is he made
I talked to him not that long ago, actually.
He made you feel very uncomfortable a lot during the shows.
What?
He made you feel very uncomfortable during the shows.
No, he didn't. I thought it was you.
No, he would always mess with you. Remember about like,
I know, and it was
and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was. I was not uncomfortable with that at all. It was fun.
You came across as uncomfortable.
Maybe, but I wasn't. I wasn't.
Okay. Maybe we should start promoting this and more. I don't know.
Like, yeah. We don't promote outside of people just stumbling across our Twitch channel, and then they leave.
Anyways, it's late. I'm gonna get something to eat. Probably.
Yeah, I probably should too.
I will talk to you later then.
Alrighty, see ya.